On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Protest.
A strong expression of disagreement, disapproval, or opposition.
Examples:
Hold a protest. A silent protest. He left the party in protest at its radical political stance.
Papier-mâché.
A craft or artistic technique involving the use of paper strips or pulp, typically mixed with glue or paste, to create sculptures, masks, and other objects.
Examples:
Papier-mâché sculpture. Papier-mâché ball. The kids had fun making papier-mâché masks for their school play.
Confess.
To admit to having done something wrong or to reveal something personal or private.
Examples:
Confess sin. Confess truth. He confessed to his crime and turned himself into the police.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Decent.
Satisfactory, acceptable, or good in a general sense.
Examples:
Yearn for the decent living. A decent education. He earned a decent salary at his job.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Prefer.
To like, choose, or want one thing or person better than another.
Examples:
Prefer physics to chemistry. Prefer a window seat. The birds prefer open water areas with reeds around them.
Fancy.
To want to do or have something, noun, something that many people believe but that is false, or that does not exist, imagination or fantasy.
Examples:
Fancy a cup of coffee. A flight of fancy. I don't fancy acting in such an important role.
Ramp.
A sloping surface connecting two levels or inclines, typically used for the movement of people, vehicles, or goods.
Examples:
The ramp of a chasm. An exit ramp. The wheelchair user needed a ramp to access the building's entrance.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Made to measure.
Designed and made specifically to fit an individual's measurements and requirements.
Examples:
Made to measure suit. Made to measure curtains. The designer offers made to measure couture dresses for a one-of-a-kind look.
Workshop.
A place where people work, especially one where they do manual or practical work, a brief intensive course for a small group.
Examples:
Workshop attendee. Carpentry workshop. The artist held a workshop to teach students how to paint with watercolors.
Nurture.
To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something while they are growing and developing.
Examples:
Nurture love. Nurture his talents. Schools should nurture children's mutual interest spirit.
Tiara.
A jeweled ornamental crown typically worn by women on formal occasions.
Examples:
Tiara crown. Diamond tiara. The princess wore a tiara adorned with precious jewels to the ball.
Fake.
Not genuine, fraudulent, or counterfeit.
Examples:
Fake police officer. Spread of fake news. The Prime Minister was not well prepared for the debate and faked it.
Bride.
A woman on her wedding day. A woman who is about to be married or has recently been married.
Examples:
Bride of noble birth. June bride. The young bride looked stunning in her wedding gown.
Vicar.
A member of the clergy in certain Christian churches, typically Anglican, who is responsible for the religious needs of parishioners in a particular district.
Examples:
Vicar church. Assistant vicar. The vicar's sermon was inspiring and comforting to the attendees.
Hospitalize.
To admit someone to a hospital for medical treatment.
Examples:
Hospitalized patient. Hospitalized child. She had to be hospitalized due to her injuries.
Incident.
An event or occurrence, often unexpected or unplanned, something that happens.
Examples:
Traffic incident. Security incident. The incident at the airport caused a delay in my flight.
Glue.
A sticky substance used for joining things together, a bonding agent made from animal or synthetic materials.
Examples:
glue stick, epoxy glue. The carpenter applied glue to the cabinet joints before nailing them together.
Cosplay.
A type of performance art in which participants dress up in costumes and accessories to represent a specific character or idea from a book, movie, video game, or other media.
Examples:
participate in cosplay, cosplay makeup. The cosplay community is a supportive and welcoming group of people.
Discipline.
The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using and punishments if these are broken, a region of activity, knowledge, or influence.
Examples:
break discipline, rigid discipline. He quickly learned the military discipline.
Immerse.
To become fully involved in a particular activity, to dip or submerge in a liquid, especially so that they or it are entirely covered.
Examples:
immerse the cloth in the dye, completely immerse the ingredient. He immersed himself in his research.
Accuracy.
The state or degree of being exact or correct, the ability to perform something with proficiency and without mistake.
Examples:
degree of accuracy, the accuracy of his compass. To assure accuracy, I recommend investing in high-quality test kits.
Peculiar.
Odd and uncommon, sometimes in an unpleasant way.
Examples:
peculiar way, peculiar people. The juice has a peculiar taste.
Eccentricity.
The quality of being unconventional, peculiar, or odd in behavior, appearance, or ideas, of a celestial body, the state of having an unusual or peculiar shape or orbit.
Examples:
eccentricity of behavior, personal eccentricity. His eccentricity made him stand out from the rest of the crowd.
Cardboard.
A stiff, thick material made from compressed paper pulp used to make boxes and other packaging materials.
Examples:
cardboard box, cardboard cutout. I made a cardboard box to store my winter clothes in.
Cutout.
A shape or outline that has been cut or carved out of a material, such as cardboard or wood, a person or thing that has been removed or eliminated from a group or situation, a hole or gap in a fenced or barricaded area for access or viewing.
Examples:
cut out from magazines, cut out of flowers. The artist used a star cutout to make a unique art piece.
Dodge.
To move quickly and suddenly to avoid something, to evade or sidestep.
Examples:
dodge a blow, dodge a question. She had to dodge the oncoming traffic to cross the busy street safely.
Sew.
To join, fasten, or repair two pieces of something by putting the thread through them with a needle.
Examples:
Sew with thread. Sew a button. My mother taught me how to sew.
Staple.
Important, basic, or essential to something or someone, forming an integral part of a particular diet or industry.
Examples:
Staple commodities. Staple ingredient. Rice is a staple food in many Asian countries.
Seam.
A line of stitching or joining where two pieces of fabric or material are united, also, a narrow furrow or fissure in rock or soil.
Examples:
Uneven seam. The seam on the shoulder. She took the dress to the tailor to fix the torn seam.
Couture.
Fashionable, made to measure clothing, high fashion clothing that is custom made for a person.
Examples:
Couture collection. Couture gown. She's always been interested in fashion and dreams of becoming a famous couture designer.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Awful.
Causing fear, dread, or terror, very bad or unpleasant.
Examples:
An awful error. Do awful damage. I regretted making an awful mistake in my final exam.
Podcast.
A radio program made available in digital format that you can download from the internet and play on a computer or music player.
Examples:
Football podcast. Listen to a podcast. Our podcast was the most downloaded in the technology news genre this year.
Fashion.
A style that is popular at a particular time or place, the state of being popular.
Examples:
Go out of fashion. New fashion trends. That style is no longer in fashion.
Fantasy.
A fiction with a large amount of imagination in it, a pleasant situation that you imagine, but that is unlikely to happen.
Examples:
Fantasy novel. Confuse fantasy with reality. Composition by artificial intelligence is no longer a fantasy.
Costume.
A set of clothes worn by an actor in a play or film or by a person representing a particular character or occupation.
Examples:
Costume party. Costume change. She wore a beautiful costume for the play.
Explore.
To travel to or penetrate an area or a country to learn about it, to thoroughly examine a subject or a possibility to learn more about it.
Examples.
Explore the world. Explore our options. The management must explore strategies to increase office security.
Elaborate.
Containing a lot of carefully prepared and organized or many complicated and detailed parts.
Examples.
An elaborate hat. Elaborate Ponzi scheme. He proposed an elaborate program of public works.
Intricacy.
The quality of being complex, detailed, or highly involved, the existence of many interrelated parts or elements.
Examples.
The intricacy of the design. Legal intricacy. The clockwork mechanism of the antique watch showed incredible intricacy.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples.
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Distinction.
A difference or contrast between similar things or people.
Examples.
Important distinction. Draw a distinction. I can't see any distinction between these two concepts.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples.
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples.
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Outfit.
A set of clothing worn together, typically for a particular occasion or activity, any cohesive unit such as a company, military, etc.
Examples.
Camping outfit. A construction outfit. I need to buy a new outfit for the wedding I'm attending next weekend.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples.
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples.
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Counterintuitive.
Contrary to what common sense would suggest.
Examples:
Counterintuitive results. Counterintuitive behavior. The counterintuitive nature of quantum physics has been a source of confusion for scientists for decades.
Crusader.
A person who is committed to a cause or campaign that they see as being beneficial or righteous. Historically, a person who took part in the medieval military campaigns to retake the Holy Land from the Muslims.
Examples:
Anti-corruption crusader. A crusader for justice. The history books are full of tales of legendary crusaders who went on epic adventures.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Suffrage.
The right to vote in political elections, the exercise of voting rights, or the process of obtaining them.
Examples:
Suffrage movement. Female suffrage. The suffrage march was a peaceful protest demanding voting rights for women.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Garner.
To acquire or accumulate something through effort or attention.
Examples:
Garner good reviews. Garner attention. He used his charm and charisma to garner support for his campaign.
Flimsy.
Very thin and easily broken or damaged, poorly made and not strong enough for the purpose for which it is used.
Examples:
A flimsy structure. Make a flimsy excuse. His arguments are based on flimsy evidence.
Distract.
To draw someone's attention away from what they are trying to do.
Examples:
Distract attention from the real issue. Distract public opinion. Please don't distract me while I'm studying.
Trillion.
The number 1 trillion, a million million.
Examples:
Trillion cubic feet. Many trillions of dollars. 1 light year is nearly 6 trillion miles.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Margin.
The space around the edge of a page or document. Finance, the net sales minus the cost of goods and services sold.
Examples:
margin error, a profit margin. Unfortunately, the book's margin was too small to make notes.
Dismiss.
To regard something or someone as not important and not worth considering. To terminate someone's employment.
Examples:
dismiss a person from the office. Dismiss a matter with a laugh. The committee has decided to dismiss the president from the post.
Affair.
Event, situation, or subject that is significant from a political or public perspective, a secretive or illicit sexual relationship.
Examples:
current affairs, domestic affairs. Some critics say this exhibition will be a big affair.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Frivolous.
Not serious or sensible, silly or unimportant.
Examples:
frivolous lawsuits. Engage in frivolous conversation. He was accused of being frivolous and not taking his responsibilities seriously.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
In between.
Occurring or existing between two things or points, intermediate in position, condition, or time.
Examples:
in between meals. In between stages. She enjoyed floating in the ocean's in-between zone where the waves met the shoreline.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples.
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Gown.
A long, flowing garment worn on formal occasions, especially by women.
Examples.
A judge's gown. Gown for the prom. She looked stunning in her long, flowing gown at the formal event.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples.
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples.
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples.
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Decidedly.
In a manner that is beyond doubt or question, in a way that is clear and unmistakable, in an emphatic or determined manner.
Examples.
Decidedly unfriendly. Decidedly different. She was decidedly unimpressed with his latest attempt at a joke.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples.
An international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Millennium.
A span of 1,000 years, or the 1,000th anniversary, plural, millennia.
Examples.
Past millennium. Millennium bottle of wine. Our world is in the third millennium.
Avocado.
A pear-shaped fruit with a hard skin and buttery flesh, commonly eaten raw in salads, sandwiches, or as guacamole.
Examples.
Avocado toast. Avocado smoothie. I love adding avocado to my salads for that extra creaminess.
Depict.
To illustrate someone or something in a photograph.
Examples.
Depict a scene. Depict a feeling of isolation. His son had accurately depicted the bloom.
Controversial.
Causing a lot of hot public discussion and dispute.
Examples:
Controversial book. Controversial policy. The issue of the death penalty is highly controversial.
Urban.
Relating to or located in a town or city.
Examples:
Urban planning. Urban property owners. Only a small number of urban utilities offer sanitation services.
Influencer.
A person or thing that affects or changes someone's or something's behavior, especially a person with the ability to affect potential buyers of a product or service through recommendations on social media.
Examples:
High-profile influencer. Influencer marketing. My team measures the effectiveness of advertising with social media influencers.
Satire.
A literary or artistic work that uses irony, sarcasm, humor, ridicule, or exaggeration to criticize human vices, follies, or shortcomings. A genre of literature or art that uses such techniques.
Examples:
Satire magazine. A pungent satire. The comedian's satire on politics had the audience laughing and thinking.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Provocation.
Action or speech that intentionally causes someone to become angry, irritated, or frustrated, a reason or motive for something, often negative or undesired.
Examples:
Provocation tactics. Verbal provocation. The politician's speech was seen as a provocation to the opposition party.
Slogan.
A short, catchy phrase or motto that is used by a person, organization, or company to promote a particular product, cause, or idea.
Examples:
Catchy slogan. Advertising slogan. The company spent months researching and testing different brand slogans before finally settling on "Just do it" as their new tagline.
Bonkers.
Slang for completely crazy or insane.
Examples:
Bonkers idea. Sound bonkers. The traffic during rush hour can make even the calmest person go bonkers.
Subversive.
Intended to undermine or overthrow a system, authority, or established order through an intentional effort to cause disruption or to challenge the existing norms or beliefs, Noun, a person or thing intended to undermine the power or authority of an established system or institution.
Examples:
Subversive elements. Subversive literature. The artwork was criticized for its subversive theme that undermined religious beliefs.
Garment.
A piece of clothing, such as a dress, coat, or shirt.
Examples:
Garment industry. Silk garment. She hung the wet garment on the clothesline to dry.
Anarchy.
A state of society without government or law.
Examples:
Anarchy in the classroom. Lapse into anarchy. The concept of anarchy has been used in literature, music, and other art forms to explore ideas about power, freedom, and rebellion.
Continuity.
The state or quality of being continuous, uninterrupted, or consistent, the maintenance of a connection, sequence, or pattern.
Examples:
Continuity plan. Continuity of service. The sudden departure of the team leader disrupted the project's continuity.
Gunpowder.
A mixture of substances, including sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter, that is used as a fuel or explosive.
Examples:
Gunpowder paper. Smokeless gunpowder. The invention of gunpowder revolutionized warfare.
Plot.
A secret plan or scheme to achieve a specific goal. The plan or main story of a literary work. Verb, to plan secretly, usually something illegal.
Examples:
Plot line. Plot a surprise attack. The plot of the novel centers around a group of friends who uncover a conspiracy to control the world's water supply.
Occupy.
To consume all of someone's space, attention, or time.
Examples:
Occupy his time. Occupy a position. The young prince will soon occupy the throne.
Mask.
To conceal something, noun, a covering that you wear over your face to hide it.
Examples:
Mask body odor. An oxygen mask. The politician tried to mask the corruption.
Comic.
Funny and making you laugh.
Examples:
Comic books. A comic hat. The novel is comic and tragic.
Anonymous.
Having no known name, identity, or known source.
Examples:
Anonymous letter. Anonymous house. She received several anonymous calls.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Variation.
The act or state of changing, a difference or change in the way something is done, made, or said.
Examples:
Variation of temperature. Gene variation. There is a lot of variation in the colors of flowers in the garden.
Hark.
To recall, to return, or to revert, especially to an earlier time, situation, or condition, to listen attentively, to pay close attention to something.
Examples:
Hark to the wind in the trees. Hark forward to a time of peace. The new smartphone's design harks back to the original model, which was much simpler and compact.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Carnival.
A public enjoyment and celebration, usually held in the street, featuring music, dancing, and various forms of entertainment.
Examples:
Carnival parade. Carnival atmosphere. The traveling carnival is coming to our town next week.
Masquerade.
A party, dance, or other festive gatherings of persons wearing masks and other disguises, or a costume worn on such an occasion, making a false outward show.
Examples:
Show up in a masquerade. Absurd masquerade. The masquerade party was lavish, with guests in elaborate costumes and masks.
Societal.
Relating to society or social relationships.
Examples:
Societal norms. Societal expectations. The societal pressure to conform is strong in this community.
Temporarily.
For a limited time only or not permanently.
Examples:
A hut made temporarily. Temporarily suspend the production. Some athletes take anabolic steroids to increase muscle size temporarily.
Topsy-turvy.
In a state of confusion, disorder, or chaos, upside down or in a disorderly fashion.
Examples:
Topsy-turvy world. Topsy-turvy emotions. The house had been turned topsy-turvy during the party, with furniture and decorations everywhere.
Tale.
A story made up in someone's imagination, especially one full of action and adventure.
Examples:
A fairy tale. Tale of horror. Ghosts in folk tales are almost always malicious.
Appropriate.
Suitable or proper in the circumstances, fitting.
Examples:
Appropriate behavior. An appropriate time. It would be appropriate to dress nicely for the wedding.
Demonstration.
A display or show, often of a particular skill or product, intended to convince or persuade others.
Examples:
Demonstration project. A campus demonstration. Thousands of people attended the protest demonstration against the proposed policy.
Trump.
A playing card with a picture of a trumpeter on it, used in certain card games.
Examples:
Trump card. Choose Trump. The trump suit in the game of bridge is determined at the beginning of each hand.
Administer.
To oversee and control the operation or arrangement of something.
Examples:
Administer justice. Administer the funds. After the accident, 3 governmental bodies administer the company.
Fiction.
The type of book or story, especially novels, that describes imaginary events and people, anything made up or imagined that is not true.
Examples:
Stuff of science fiction. Non-fiction bestseller. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Dystopia.
An imaginary place where everything is extremely bad because of deprivation or oppression or terror, or a work of fiction describing those places.
Examples:
A crumbling dystopia. The escape from dystopia. The loss of industry turned working-class neighborhoods into dystopias.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between 2 opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
Silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Visible.
Capable of being seen, or open to easy view.
Examples:
Visible stars. Visible by X-ray. My home is easily visible from the shore.
Courtroom.
A room in which a court of law is held.
Examples:
Courtroom drama. Courtroom trial. The eyewitness took the stand in the courtroom and gave testimony crucial to the case.
Capital.
A building that houses a legislative assembly, especially the U.S. Congress.
Examples:
The nation's capital. Capitol Hill hearing. The Capitol building was a stunning example of classical architecture, with its marble columns and grand dome.
Hilarious.
Extremely funny.
Examples:
Hilarious mistake. A hilarious anecdote. The comedian's stand-up routine was hilarious.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
Mood.
The way you feel at a particular time, an angry or impatient state of mind.
Examples:
The mood in a room. In an ugly mood. His gaffe spoiled the mood of the dinner party.
Retailer.
A person or business that sells goods to the public, typically in small quantities.
Examples:
Retailer strategy. Retailer competition. The consumer electronics retailer offered a discount for customers who paid in cash.
Prompt.
To make someone decide to or try to do something, or to make something happen.
Examples:
Prompt a feeling of hunger. Prompt a debate. That incident prompted a nationwide chain reaction regarding the crackdown on illegal groups.
Widespread.
Existing or happening in various places or among many people.
Examples:
Widespread use. Widespread fear of nuclear war. In medieval times, death punishment was widespread and socially accepted.
Disgust.
A strong feeling of dislike or disapproval.
Examples:
Public disgust. Show disgust at his actions. He was filled with disgust and fear for the threat of war.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Novel.
An extended fictional work in prose, usually in the form of a story, adjective, original and of a kind not seen before.
Examples:
Historical novel. Novel effect. The novel has largely gotten positive feedback.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Purple.
Of a color intermediate between red and blue.
Examples:
Deep purple. Purple sweet potatoes. The plant has a stunning purple blossom.
Dignity.
The quality of being worthy of esteem or respect, high office or rank or station.
Examples:
Respect for human dignity. Retain everyone's dignity. The failure destroyed his trust and personal dignity.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Hashtag.
A word or phrase preceded by the symbol hashtag, used on social media websites and applications to identify messages on a specific topic.
Examples:
Marked with a hashtag. Trending hashtag. Our brand's campaign uses a unique hashtag to track engagement and reach.
Sentimental.
Connected with or resulting from someone's emotions, rather than reason or realism.
Examples:
In a sentimental mood. Sentimental damage. Stop being sentimental and always speak the truth.
Render.
To bring someone or something into a particular state, to provide something such as service, help, etc.
Examples:
Render an assessment. Render the contract void. The jury must render a decision on this complex case.
Justice.
The quality of being fair and reasonable and treating people equally according to their due.
Examples:
Criminal justice. Justice of heaven. The judge's ruling was based on the principles of justice and fairness.
Stunt.
A feat or action that is often dangerous or difficult, designed to attract attention or admiration, something that blocks or impedes growth or development. Verb, to hinder or impede growth or development, especially in a physical or mental sense.
Examples:
Skydiving stunt. Stunt brain growth. The daredevil attempted a dangerous stunt by jumping off a tall building with a parachute.
Contentious.
Likely to cause people to disagree and argue, liking to argue.
Examples:
Contentious subject. Contentious debate. There are many contentious issues in claiming a patent.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position. A public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Classic.
Judged or deserving to be regarded as one of the best or most important of its kind over a period of time, of a well-known type.
Examples:
A classic experiment. Chinese classic literature. He displayed the classic symptoms of depression.
Icon.
A picture or statue of a holy person considered to be a sacred thing, a little icon on the screen of a computer or smartphone that denotes an application or a file.
Examples:
Icon for young people. Television icon. Some comic book characters are considered gay icons.
Hijack.
To seize control of an airplane or other vehicle during an operation, especially with violence.
Examples:
Hijack a helicopter. Hijack a phone number. He made a desperate effort to hijack an airliner.
Grammar.
The set of structural constraints on speakers or writers' composition of clauses, phrases, and words.
Examples:
Grammar checker. Latin grammar. Mastering grammar takes a lot of time for those learning a foreign language.
Superhero.
A fictional hero who possesses extraordinary powers and abilities and is dedicated to protecting the public.
Examples:
Superhero movies. Superhero comics. Superman is a classic superhero known for his superhuman strength and flying ability.
Invoke.
To call upon or request help or support, especially from a higher power. To mention or use something as a reason or justification for actions or decisions.
Examples:
Invoke memories. Invoke the right to remain silent. The politician invoked the name of the founding fathers in his speech.
Instinctive.
Relating to or based on instinct, done without conscious thought, as if from an inner compulsion or natural tendency.
Examples:
Instinctive reaction. Instinctive behavior. It was instinctive for the mother to protect her child from harm.
Nostalgia.
A sentimental longing or wistful affection for a period in the past.
Examples:
A warm nostalgia. Nostalgia trip. The ice cream truck sound brought back nostalgia for my childhood.
Sympathetic.
Feeling, showing, or expressing kindness or compassion to somebody who is hurt, sad, or in a problematic situation.
Examples:
Sympathetic nervous system. sympathetic toward poor people. She is very sympathetic to our project.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples.
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Domestic.
Relating to or inside a particular country, not foreign or international.
Examples.
Domestic airline. A domestic animal. GDP stands for gross domestic product.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples.
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Calm.
Not excited, angry, or nervous, free from wind, large waves.
Examples.
Calm sea. Calm manner. It was the first time in a long time that I felt truly calm and at peace.
Comfort.
A state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint.
Examples.
Words of comfort. Comfort level. He found comfort in the warm embrace of his loved ones.
Knit.
To make a garment or fabric by interlocking loops of yarn with needles or a machine.
Examples.
Knit my eyebrows. Knit a pair of socks. The grandmother knit a warm sweater for her grandchild.
Craft.
An activity that requires a particular skill in making things with one's hands.
Examples.
Craft arts of Japan. Craft manufacture. His hometown was where he first acquired the craft of wood carving.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples.
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Conceive.
To have or develop an idea, a plan, etc. in mind, to become pregnant.
Examples.
Conceive of an idea. Conceive a child. I can't conceive he'd want to harm us.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples.
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically, noun, The act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Mow.
To cut down and trim grass or other vegetation, usually with a machine such as a lawnmower, to cut down or harvest crops.
Examples:
Mow the field. Mow a yard. My father likes to mow the lawn early on Saturday mornings.
Cheerful.
Happy and positive, causing feelings of happiness or optimism, marked by or expressing joy or optimism.
Examples:
Cheerful smile. A cheerful disposition. Her cheerful personality brightened up the room.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Feminist.
Describing a belief in and advocacy for achieving gender equality in social, political, and economic spheres, advocating for the rights and empowerment of women. Noun, a person who believes in and advocates for gender equality between men and women.
Examples:
Feminist movement. Feminist perspective. The feminist ideals of inclusivity and diversity are important in creating a more just and equal world.
Defiance.
Behavior characterized by an open refusal to obey someone or something.
Examples:
Fierce defiance. Adopt an attitude of defiance. He acted in defiance of our decision.
Vogue.
The popular or fashionable trend or style of a particular time, especially in clothing, music, or general culture.
Examples:
Current vogue. Follow vogue trends. Bell-bottoms were in vogue during the 1970s, but are not as popular today.
Brilliantly.
In an intelligent, graceful, or skillful manner, very brightly or effectively.
Examples:
Brilliantly executed. Brilliantly lit. He played the piano brilliantly at the concert.
Acquire.
To buy or obtain something such as an asset, object, knowledge, etc., for oneself.
Examples:
Acquire knowledge. Acquire a new company. Children acquire language at a fantastic rate.
Jean.
A sturdy cotton twill fabric, typically blue, used for jeans and other clothing.
Examples:
A jean skirt. Jean denim. She wore her favorite pair of jeans to the party.
Occasion.
A time or event that is suitable or appropriate for something to happen or be done, a particular event or circumstance that requires or allows for something to be done.
Examples:
A glad occasion. As occasion demands. She wore her best dress for the special occasion.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Cycle.
An interval during which a recurring sequence of events occurs, a bicycle or motorcycle.
Examples:
The cycle of the seasons. Go to the workplace by cycle. The food chain causes a material cycle.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Shifting.
Constantly changing or moving.
Examples:
Shifting balance. Continuously shifting landscape. Trends in the fashion industry are so shifting that it is challenging to keep up with them.
Divisive.
Tending to cause disagreement or hostility between people.
Examples:
Divisive question. Suppress divisive arguments. The proposed policy has been met with divisive reactions from the public.
Elude.
To escape or avoid capture or
Examples:
elude the law. Elude responsibility for the failure. The suspect eluded capture for weeks before being caught by the police.
Ridicule.
Speech or behavior that makes fun of or mocks someone or something. Teasing, sarcasm, or scornful remarks that are intended to belittle or humiliate. Verb, to mock, criticize, or make fun of someone or something in a scornful or derisive way.
Examples:
Public ridicule. Ridicule at his expense. The ridicule from his classmates made him feel embarrassed and ashamed.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic, severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Troll.
A person who makes inflammatory or off-topic posts on the internet, a supernatural creature often portrayed as a giant or dwarf that lives in isolated areas. Verb, to fish by dragging a baited line through the water behind a boat.
Examples:
Feed a troll. Copyright troll. He was banned from the online forum for being a troll and causing trouble.
Rebrand.
To change the branding or image of a product, service, or organization to attract a new target market or improve recognition and profitability.
Examples:
Rebrand product. Rebrand company. The clothing brand decided to rebrand its image to attract a younger audience.
Assert.
To state something firmly and confidently, often in a way that is intended to convince others that it is true.
Examples:
Assert a free society. Assert a claim for unjust enrichment. She asserted that she was innocent, despite the evidence against her.
Ambition.
A strong wish to do or achieve something.
Examples:
An ambition for political power. Boundless ambition. Greed and ambition composed his personality.
Ballet.
A type of performance dance that tells a dramatic story or expresses an idea with music, but no talking or singing.
Examples:
A ballet enthusiast. Ballet lessons. She is a leading female classical ballet dancer.
Firefighter.
A person whose job is to extinguish fires.
Examples:
Forest firefighter. Decided to be a firefighter. The firefighter broke into the house bravely to rescue the children.
Aspire.
To have an ambition or a desire to achieve something, typically something high or great.
Examples:
Aspire to greatness. Aspire after perfection. She aspired to become a successful businesswoman.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Brave.
Showing courage or fearlessness in the face of danger, difficulty, or adversity.
Examples:
Brave soldier. Brave decision. The brave firefighter rescued the family from the burning building.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Courage.
The ability to face danger, difficulty, uncertainty, or pain without being overcome by fear or despair. The quality of being brave or courageous.
Examples:
Mental courage. Inspire courage. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for what you believe is right.
Illustration.
A picture or diagram in a book, magazine, or newspaper that is used to explain or decorate the text, the act or process of explaining something.
Examples:
Educational illustration. Illustration artist. The illustration in the book helped me understand the concept better.
Jack.
A mechanical device used for lifting or supporting heavy objects.
Examples:
A jack of all trades. A line jack. He used a jack to lift the car to change the tire.
Regiment.
A large military unit, usually consisting of several battalions and commanded by a colonel or higher-ranking officer. A strict or organized system or routine.
Examples:
Logistics regiment. Marching regiment. The Army regiment marched in perfect unison during the parade.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Uniform.
Always the same, showing a single form or character in all occurrences. Noun, the special set of clothes worn by members of a particular group as a means of identification.
Examples:
At a uniform temperature. Our school uniform. This country has a nationally uniform culture.
Disguise.
To hide or alter someone's appearance to deceive or mislead others.
Examples:
Disguise my feelings. Disguise his voice. Later, it turned out that the politician disguised the fact from the public.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
Gender-blind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Gaze.
To stare at something or someone for an extended period of time, usually out of surprise or adoration, or because you are thinking about something else.
Examples:
Gaze steadily at his face. Gaze absently out a window. The youngster was gazed by the beast.
Warrior.
A person who engaged in or experienced warfare, especially in the past.
Examples:
Armored warrior. Warrior spirit. The poem depicts the heroics of a legendary warrior.
Elope.
To run away secretly to get married, often without the consent or knowledge of one's family or friends.
Examples:
Elope secretly. Elope together. The young couple decided to elope instead of having a traditional wedding ceremony.
Chaperone.
A person, typically an older woman, who accompanies and supervises a younger woman or a group of young people in social situations to ensure proper behavior. Verb: to accompany and supervise someone, especially a young person, on a social occasion to ensure their safety and proper behavior.
Examples:
Chaperone duties. Need for a chaperone. The school dance required each group of students to have a chaperone to supervise.
Sanction.
Official permission or approval for an action, especially an economic or political action by a government or international organization. A penalty or punishment imposed for breaking the law, rule, or agreement. Verb: to impose a penalty or punishment for breaking the law, rule, or agreement.
Examples:
Imperial sanction. Popular sanction. The government imposed economic sanctions on the country.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Ascribe.
To attribute something to a particular cause or source.
Examples:
Ascribe everything to nature. Ascribe my failure to bad luck. The project's success was ascribed to the team's hard work.
Daring.
Brave and taking risks.
Examples:
Daring escape. Make a daring face. Her choices become increasingly daring and creative.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Imaginable.
Capable of being imagined.
Examples:
Easily imaginable. Worst imaginable case. This is the only imaginable strategy.
Atrocity.
Brutal act, an extremely wicked or cruel act.
Examples:
Commit atrocity. Cold-blooded atrocity. The atrocity of the war left many children orphaned.
Committed.
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Corruptible.
Capable of being made to do something dishonest or immoral.
Examples:
Corruptible officials. Corruptible judges. Bureaucracies are more corruptible than other systems or organizations.
Criminal.
A person who has committed a crime.
Examples:
Wanted criminal. Criminal investigation. The police are searching for the criminal who stole the jewels.
Chill.
A feeling of coldness that makes one shiver. Verb, to make cool or cooler.
Examples:
The chill of autumn. Feel a slight chill. His swear words cast a chill on the party.
Intrinsically.
From the inherent nature or quality of something or arising from within.
Examples:
Intrinsically motivated. Intrinsically valuable. The kindness of strangers is intrinsically rewarding, even when no reward is expected.
Innocent.
Not guilty of a crime, offense, etc., not having an evil mind or knowledge.
Examples:
An innocent child. Thousands of innocent people. My husband was found innocent of any crime.
Innermost.
Situated or occurring at the deepest or most central part or point, relating to one's deepest or most private thoughts, feelings, or experiences.
Examples:
Innermost secrets. Innermost longings. It took years of therapy before the patient could reveal their innermost thoughts and feelings.
Evil.
Profoundly immoral, cruel, and wicked, having or exerting a harmful effect on people.
Examples:
Evil ways. A charm against evil. Corruption is an evil act for any reason.
Compulsory.
Required or mandatory, often due to legal or institutional regulations or expectations, obligatory.
Examples:
Compulsory health insurance. Compulsory military service. Education is compulsory for every child in most countries.
Union.
A group of employees who have banded together to advocate for their rights and better their working conditions. The act or the state of joining together or being joined together.
Examples:
Bank and credit unions. A craft union. The trade union remained adamant about its demands.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Honor.
High regard or great respect for someone. The quality of having and doing based on a keen sense of morality. Verb, to show respect towards someone.
Examples:
Womanly honor. Honor our ancestors. I claim on my honor that it is true.
Placard.
A sign or poster, usually large, used to advertise or promote something, to convey information, or to make a public announcement.
Examples:
Placard campaign. Warning placard. The protesters held a placard with their political message.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Vest.
A sleeveless garment that is usually worn over a shirt and serves either as a protective layer or as an article of clothing for extra warmth. Verb, to give or confer right, power, or authority.
Examples:
Vest him with authority. Bulletproof vest. The hiker put his map and compass in the vest pocket for easy access.
Tribal.
Relating to a social group or tribe, especially a preliterate society.
Examples:
Tribal culture. Tribal community. The tribal leaders gathered for a summit to discuss important issues.
Subsume.
To include or encompass within a larger category or concept.
Examples:
Subsume data. Subsume category. The new software will subsume all the functions of the old one, making it unnecessary.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Bizarre.
Very strange or unusual.
Examples:
The story is bizarre. Bizarre behavior. The truth was more bizarre than expected. To prevent something from being seen, found, observed, or discovered.
Examples:
Conceal my identity. Conceal a close relationship. Despite the intense verbal abuse, she concealed her anger well.
Arresting.
Attracting attention or interest, striking or impressive in appearance or effect, halting or stopping the movement or progress of something.
Examples:
An arresting image. An arresting sight. The painting's arresting beauty made it difficult to look away.
Unequivocal.
Admitting of no doubt, having only one meaning or interpretation and leading to only one conclusion.
Examples:
Unequivocal evidence. Receive an unequivocal answer. It is unequivocal that human activities are the cause of global warming.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Confront.
To face, meet, or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples:
Confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Dissent.
Possessing or expressing views that differ from those that are officially accepted.
Examples:
Dissent opinion. With no dissent. The dictatorship crushes all dissent severely.
Attract.
To draw or entice someone or something towards them through the qualities they have, especially positive ones.
Examples:
Attract attention. Attract customers. The government is eager to attract international investment.
Recognition.
The action or process of recognizing or being recognized, especially by remembering, an agreement that something is true or legal.
Examples:
Recognition award. Joint recognition. He was given recognition for his outstanding work in the field of medicine.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples:
Confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Perspective:
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Bound:
To move forward by leaps and bounds, to form the boundary of something.
Examples:
Bounded with delight. Bound up a staircase. Canada bounds on the United States.
Embody:
To represent or exemplify something, to give tangible form to an abstract idea.
Examples:
Embody my goal. Embody a spirit of charity. The company's new products embody the values of innovation and sustainability.
Constrain:
To restrict or limit someone or something's freedom or ability to do something.
Examples:
Constrain his freedom. Constrain information flow. The political situation constrained the country's economic growth and foreign relations.
Environment:
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Imaginary:
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Utopia:
An ideal and perfect society in which all social and political problems have been solved, and all members live in harmony and prosperity.
Examples:
Perfect utopia. A utopia for an engineer. The concept of utopia is often viewed as an impossible or unrealistic goal, as it goes beyond what is currently possible.
Clutch:
To grasp and hold somebody or something tightly.
Examples:
Clutch at any straw. Clutched her daughter to her breast. The boy clutched his mother's hand tightly as they walked in the dark.
Harry:
To persistently harass, badger, or bother someone or something. To persistently attack or pursue an opposing force or target.
Examples:
Harry the ship all night. Harry a suspect. I need to harry my coworkers to finish the project on time.
Potter:
A person who makes pottery, objects that are made of clay and then fired in a kiln to make them hard and durable. Verb, also putter, to occupy oneself in a leisurely or casual way, often with no particular goal or aim in mind.
Examples:
Potter's studio. Potter around in the garden. The ancient Egyptians were skilled potters and left behind many beautiful artifacts.
Wand.
A slender rod or stick, especially one used for magic or divination, a rod or staff carried by certain officials as a symbol of authority.
Examples:
Handheld wand. Security wand. The magician waved his magic wand, and a rabbit appeared from the hat.
Grotesque.
Bizarre or fantastic in shape, appearance, or character. Fantastic, bizarre.
Examples:
Have grotesque design. Grotesque appearance. The grotesque sculpture made me feel uneasy.
Rub.
To move one's hand or an object over the surface of something with pressure.
Examples:
Rub shoulders. Rub a glass window. She rubbed the sore spot on her leg to ease the pain.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Candid.
Honest, straightforward, and frank in someone's words or actions.
Examples:
Candid conversation. In my candid opinion. The candid photography captured the genuine emotions of the moment.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
Elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Handsome.
Physically attractive and pleasing in appearance, attractive and generous.
Examples:
A handsome young man. A handsome salary. The politician was known for his handsome appearance and charm.
Fundamental.
forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Infinite.
Unlimited or very great, impossible to measure.
Examples:
Infinite appetite. Infinite in supply. The battle had an infinite impact on the nation.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Sophisticated.
Having a great deal of worldly experience and knowledge of people's behavior, culture, and fashion.
Examples:
Sophisticated look. A sophisticated lifestyle. Marketing strategies are growing more sophisticated.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Escapist.
Tending to or providing an escape from reality, particularly through the use of fantasy, imagination, or entertainment.
Examples:
Escapist literature. Escapist tendencies. The escapist film provided a brief but much needed break from reality.
Treasure.
A valuable or desirable possession, something that is cherished or held dear, a collection of valuable objects or money that is hidden or protected.
Examples:
Treasure hunt. Treasure Island. The pirates searched for buried treasure in the dunes.
Capsule.
A small, enclosed container often used for holding medicines or supplements or for transporting payloads in spacecraft. A small, elongated structure within the body, such as a joint or a gland.
Examples:
Space capsule. Medical capsule. The capsule hotel room may be small, but it has all the necessary amenities.
Interpretation.
An explanation or opinion of something, especially that is not immediately obvious.
Examples:
The interpretation of history. Open to interpretation. His interpretations of literary works are often unique.
Brilliant.
Extremely clever, skilled, or impressive.
Examples:
Brilliant idea. Brilliant performance. The more brilliant you are, the more people around you look at you with envy and jealousy.
Rainbow.
An arch of colors in the sky caused by the refraction and dispersion of sunlight through rain.
Examples:
Marine rainbow. Rainbow after a storm. She was mesmerized by the rainbow's colors.
Crew.
A group of people who work together, especially on a ship or airplane.
Examples:
The film crew. The crew of a fishing boat. The ship's crew worked hard to repair the damaged sails before the next storm hit.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Palette.
A thin board or tablet used by artists to mix and apply paint, a range of colors or shades used in a particular work of art.
Examples:
Palette knife. Palette art. The artist selected colors from her palette to paint a beautiful landscape.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Pride.
A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's achievements.
Examples:
Pride of a company. Hide his pride. She took great pride in her work, always striving for perfection.
Solidarity.
Unity or agreement of feelings or actions among a group, especially among individuals with a common interest.
Examples:
Solidarity among union members. Solidarity action. The workers showed solidarity in their strike for better working conditions.
Glorious.
Having or deserving great admiration, praise, and honor, having great beauty and splendor.
Examples:
A glorious victory. Photo in glorious color. I choose a glorious death rather than a shameful life.
Shorthand.
A system of rapid handwriting or abbreviation that uses symbols, abbreviations, or other devices to represent words or phrases, a short and simple way of expressing or describing something.
Examples:
Learn shorthand. Write in shorthand. The secretary's shorthand was so good that she could type up meeting minutes within minutes.
grab.
To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
Grab an audience. Grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat?
Fierce.
Severe and violent in a way that is frightening.
Examples:
Fierce competition. A fierce animal. The fierce thunders echoed across the plain.
Astronaut.
A person trained by a space agency to travel outside the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Astronaut mission. Astronaut in training. The shuttle astronaut trained for months before embarking on the space mission.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Tawdry.
Cheap, gaudy, or tacky in appearance, characterized by a lack of style or quality, showy but tasteless or vulgar.
Examples:
Tawdry affair. Tawdry decorations. The actress refused to wear the tawdry costume, insisting on something more elegant.
Blueprint.
A photographic print of an early plan for a building or machine.
Examples:
Blueprint for economic reform. Architect's blueprint. A business plan is a blueprint for your success.
Magical.
Produced by or containing supernatural powers.
Examples:
Magical place. Magical powers. When I was a child, my mother often cast magical spells to ease my pain whenever I was injured.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Parliament.
A legislative body, especially the one that represents the people of a country or state.
Examples:
Disband parliament. Event of a hung parliament. He was a member of parliament.
Get up.
A person's clothing, appearance, or style.
Examples:
A clownish get-up. A sharp get-up. The bride was stunning in her elegant wedding get-up.
Subtle.
Not readily apparent or visible.
Examples:
Subtle changes. A subtle poison. The room was painted in a subtle pink hue.
Embolden.
To give courage or confidence to someone, to make someone feel brave or empowered, to strengthen or reinforce a position or belief.
Examples:
Embolden the opposition. Embolden a country's leadership. She was emboldened by her success and decided to take on a more significant challenge.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Micro.
Extremely small in scale or scope, 1/1,000,000th.
Examples:
Microbubble. Microforce sensor. This approach employs both micro and macro analysis methods.
Trivial.
Of little value or importance.
Examples:
A trivial man. For trivial reasons. The problem seemed trivial initially, but it became a significant issue.
Gumption.
Shrewdness and resourcefulness in solving problems or achieving goals, initiative, drive, and determination to succeed in the face of obstacles or challenges.
Examples:
Financial gumption. Entrepreneurial gumption. It takes much gumption to start your own business from scratch.
Imaginative.
Having or showing new and creative ideas.
Examples:
Capable of imaginative creation. Imaginative as a child. She is a hard worker, but not very imaginative.